Well, guys, I'm doing another SpongeBob episode rant I'm gonna be doing today. Yes, I'm talking about the Krusty Sponge from season 5. And that episode, Mr. Krabs was a huge asshole as well. And that's where he had turned a huge asshole. And throughout seasons 5 through 9, Mr. Krabs was a huge asshole. And I'm gonna explain all my reasons why after the plot. So yeah. So anyways, yeah, this is my review slash rant on the Krusty Sponge, another terrible SpongeBob episode from season 5. Cue the intro, please. What's up, guys? This is Jonathan's Media Shack here again, and today, yes, guys, I'm doing another SpongeBob episode rant. And yes, this is an episode where Mr. Krabs was a huge asshole. Nothing but a huge asshole. And yes, this is a review slash rant on the Krusty Sponge from season 5. So basically, what the plot's about is one day at the Krusty Krab, Squidward notices that SpongeBob was not making Krabby Patties, nor he was filling the orders. So he then goes in to investigate with Mr. Krabs, and during the beginning of the episode, Mr. Krabs then discovers that SpongeBob has a 1,000-yard stare before asking him what the hell is his problem. Then they soon discover a mini calendar in his hat that has a current date circled, and it said important food critic visits the Krusty Krab. Then SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs become chicken shit. Yeah, when I say chicken shit, I mean they get frightened. Yeah, because that was causing all this to SpongeBob. And Squidward says, "You guys are bunches of motherfuckers. Chicken shit motherfuckers." Yeah, Squidward then says only a complete asshole would worry about that, and yeah. And yeah, that annoyed Squidward, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'm out of here." Soon, Gene Scallop, who is a food critic, walks through the doors as he is having his first glimpse of the restaurant. Squidward then talks to him like very rudely and nearly drives him away with other rude comments. And Mr. Krabs stops him, and SpongeBob serves him a Krabby Patty. Gene then takes a bite and leaves the restaurant, causing Mr. Krabs to say, "Oh my god, we're now fucked!" SpongeBob, Mr. Krabs, and Squidward then watches TV as Gene gives his review on the Krusty Krab, only to talk shit about it. He says that the Krusty Krab smells like the rear end of a goat's goat. Yeah, something like that. He literally talks shit about it, like the rear end of a goat. I'm surprised he hasn't said the rear end of a bull, or because, yeah, this episode is bullshit right here. And that you could find a livelier help in a graveyard. The customers hear the review and begin to leave with such disgust. However, an excited Gene says that the Krusty Krab was a big success because of the Krabby Patty he had, and SpongeBob is no square when it comes to him cooking, ending with a good review. Then how come he talked shit about the Krusty Krab and made the customer leave with complaints about it? Then why is he saying that the Krusty Krab was a huge success? I'm sorry, but I don't get it. That doesn't make any sense to me. The customers come back pleased and prepared to eat it, with things going hunky-dory now, I guess. SpongeBob is relieved and goes to cook while Mr. Krabs gets a money-making idea. Of course, because why not? The next day, SpongeBob goes to work and sees a new sign at the Krusty Krab reading the Krusty Sponge. He also sees a long line and Squidward in a SpongeBob costume as the restaurant's mascot. SpongeBob's like, "Hi, Squidward," and Squidward hisses at him hostilely because he hates SpongeBob so much. Yeah, he hisses at him very hostilely. Yeah. And that's not all. Wait until I discuss what happened to poor Squidward. Yeah, at the very end, unfortunately. SpongeBob was then oblivious to the costume and compliments him on his shoes, but Squidward immediately hisses him in very, very hostilely. Tyler, the fish, asks Squidward for his autograph, but Squidward says no, and the little kid's like, "But why not?" And Squidward's like, "Because I have no use of my arms," and then he accidentally slaps Tyler, upsetting Mr. Krabs, especially when he wouldn't pay for an autograph. And he's like, "I'm sorry, my child, but you're gonna have to pay in order to take a picture of the mascot." And he's like, "Fuck you then." Mr. Krabs then assigns Squidward to cook while SpongeBob finds out that his new job is to run a train outside the Krusty Krab, which Mr. Krabs charges customers to ride. Mr. Krabs has Squidward cook and bathes in his money before Squidward tells him off a delivery man here to see him. It was shown that he has continued to order more SpongeBob related shit, such as drinking straws, coasters, bibs, ice cubes, and other things that Squidward questions if he is going way too far. Then Mr. Krabs insists Squidward while showing clear signs of delusion, and later has Squidward, who has managed to cook, serve the new spongy patties, which are actually tainted Krabby Patties that look like SpongeBob since they couldn't fit in the fridge with ice cubes. Okay, that's really gross and disturbing and sickening. I'll tell you why. Oh, and I forgot. When SpongeBob had became tired already, he's like, "Mr. Krabs, I think I should go back to running the grill now." You know what we get instead? Instead of Mr. Krabs saying, "Oh my God, SpongeBob, you look exhausted. Why don't you get off the train and I'll have someone else ride the train?" No, we don't get that. You know what we get instead? We get this. Are you fucking kidding me, lad? Look at all me customers. Me customers wants to go on a ride. So you better stay here on your little yellow ass and ride some more. Ah, gah, 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 gah. Yeah, that's what we get instead. Oh my god, Mr. Krabs. Why would you do that to poor SpongeBob? He's exhausted, but yet you're letting him become even more exhausted? Oh my god. How ungrateful of you, Mr. Krabs. That is so ungrateful and unacceptable and unjustified and uncalled for. Give SpongeBob a break already, my god, he's tired. And he's your employee, and yet you treat him like shit in this episode. You literally do, Mr. Krabs. Sorry about that. Ignore it. It's just my dogs barking. And when back to where we were. When Squidward questions him on serving rotten meat, Krabs at first seems to realize his point before he doubles the price for them. Wow. What a selfish dickhead Mr. Krabs is, had became. Even when the food is rotten, he wanted even more money rather than to do something considerately about it. I swear, Mr. Krabs' personality keeps getting worse and worse and worse every time in seasons 5 through 9. Okay, part 2 will be on the next section, so stay tuned for that, folks.